Hey guys, welcome back, and yeah, let's see what we what we're planning today. All right, let's just go back to the 1 hour quickly. Lots of noise there. Don't worry about it. So we eventually, this is I think it's a 15-minute inversion, but we have inversed this, so this is all bullish now. Um, Same here. This is where we got that inversion. So I can actually take this stuff off. That's been taken. This is still here. I don't know if we're going to go there, but it's there. And that's equal. That's all time highs, right? Yeah. Right there. So I'm just going to mark it out because that's probably what we're going to target. Now it's been slow drag up. Even with this entry here, never got the entry down there, so that was a bit unfortunate. So let's see. Let's see. Hey guys. Alrighty. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. I mean, this is the 15-minute. Let's go down to the 1 minute and see if there's anything setting up. Pretty sideways. Just want to look at something. I mean, all these lows are liquidity. This could be a draw. Equal lows there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's all this liquidity. So there's lots of liquidity. But obviously, Trump is deciding on a deal. I don't know if he's made his decisions yet. But yeah, there's liquidity. So if we get down there, reject there, then there's a good buy for us, potential buy. Righty, right. A little bit of a struggle with this FTMO account, but we're not done yet, so I'm not worried. We still got time, and we still got wiggle room. Just had a bit of a bad day today. Yesterday, I know what the issue was. Well, today, yeah, I mean, I would have taken those trades I mean, if it presented again, I most probably would have taken it. This one was consolidation, manipulation, expansion. We were waiting for a pullback. We went down to this equal lows, or formed equal lows here, and went back. I entered up here, around here. We went in a little bit of drawdown, start moving, got excited, and then the news came from Trump, and then that happened. And then I got stopped. And on the 15 minutes, just to show you guys, we were speaking about this level here yesterday. We got it. It dropped very nicely, break all the structures, nice shift down, came up. I put a stop here. I entered right here. We went nicely in the money, and I thought that was fine. And then this happened. Took me out, drop, and then completely ran up. So I think it was unfortunate. So I can't cry about it. On the reversal after being badly stopped out. Okay, so that you end up positive. Okay. Nice. Nice. You've been rocking that account now, which is great. Great to see. Hey, what did I do? I didn't even make money. What, 2 points? Oh, I hate that. Then it ran to your TP. Oh, that's not good. I've had that so many times. Then I don't say a word. Now I'm streaming, so I mean I have to say something. But if it's me personally, I get up from my PC and I just walk away. I drink some water and listen to the birds in the garden or something, and then come back, and then I'm back, try to get into the zone and forget about that. I've seen it. Okay. Yeah, if you end up green, that's good. I'm red for this week, unfortunately. But we'll see. That's good. All right, I picture myself taking a walk, but then I got my phone with me. And there's a good chance I'll be checking the time. Yeah, no, we all get it. I mean, I can walk away from, I mean, that trade I took this morning in South African time. Um, I got on with my day, but exactly that. I was on the phone, just checking. And then I realized, it's red for the news. And I was green on that trade, but then I thought, what must I do? Should I just close it or should I hold it? Then I looked at the structure again. I was like, no, man, it should maybe the news is going to push it through those liquidity lower. And then the opposite happened. But I mean, there's other times where I would close the trade and then I would have made a killing on that trade. So I've learned to leave it. I mean, that's why I've got a stop loss. And it's all about learning and, you know, a journey with yourself. What you're willing to do for the trade or the money, I guess. But you need to find a balance to handle it. and to make peace with the losses and even the random stuff that happens. I must tell you guys, so I'm not a moving average trader, but obviously I don't want to say I'm pretty hard on myself if I lose like this. But I went and I looked and I said, all right, what could I have done differently today to to stay out of the trade? Okay, so I would have taken this trade anyways, because even here, I know the 50 is sloping up type of thing, but we are below. So this is also telling me we might go lower, right? Then this black candle here, this is where all my troubles start. So here it looks like no man's land because it's in the middle between stuff. So on the 15 minutes, this is where I could have walked away from the trade. I could have taken the loss here or up here, sorry, up there. But then this is bullish. These three in the, what you call it, moving averages. They're bullish. Although this looks like what I saw consolidation manipulation. If this was below, that was different. But this I needed to pay attention to. So I just needed to, obviously I'm not hammering on it. I mean, the key thing for me is to figure out what I could have done differently. And that is what I could have done differently. But could have is in the past, so there's nothing I can do about that. So that's what I will do differently going forward. And that comes down to the higher time frame bias, 1 hour and 15 minutes. If they're not in sync, I spoke about it yesterday. So I need to keep an eye on those things. Right, so what do we do? What do we do here? Fair value gap. I want to see what we do down here. The other thing is, well, I haven't been caught out yet, but it has been catching me, and that's something I've done a while back, and I don't know why I stopped it. So normally, maybe it's because I'm streaming now. Now I'm trying to take trades. But normally, there's liquidity there, there's liquidity here. In between, I don't take a trade. I wait for liquidity to hit and then reverse to go to the opposite. Even if you're slightly wrong here, this could bounce and continue lower. That bounce is enough to make you money. So I'm gonna stick to that again. Well, those are all the key things that I'm just marking out, guys. Just to show you guys, I'm not a perfect trader, 1. And 2, you have to analyze and see what you can change to make your selections better. Hey there. Okay. Let us see. Okay. Okay, so the 4-hour was wicking this morning, then open at a strong 1 hour. Pull back on the 75 of the range. Today we balanced that opening gap before open. We go to bulls. Okay. What I went. Fakeouts to breakouts. Just make sure that you stay, when the market turns, that you adapt so you don't get caught in a losing streak. Well, I can tell you one thing. ICT was not looking to go long today. He was looking to go to this little volume imbalance. His thing popped up on my feed, and I literally scrolled to the end to see what he says, and he had that highlighted. I listened to the beginning, and that's where it's like his crystal ball is telling him that's where we're going to draw to. And then I marry that up to say, okay, well, not that I listened to him, but my direction of my bias is in that direction, and that lines up with my liquidity anyway. So, but yes, didn't work out. What? Yeah, I hate all-time highs. Well, yeah. Where what? So now we going ding a ding a ding a ding a ding a ding sideways strain. It's like up and down, up and down. Tim, 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 tim. Mm-hmm. Oh, is the imbalance. Okay. So if you go on a daily, sorry. It's this little blue section here. I mean, it lines actually up with Fair Value Gap. That's what I had. And that's the gap that we got, but it's a nice volume imbalance. So there's no wicks on that bottom white candle. So that's normally, there's liquidity. We just rushed away from there. So normally price comes down to rebalance that. And he thought that's where the market's going to go. We can thank him later. And we didn't go there. We might still get there, but I thought my TP was right there. Didn't get there, and I was looking to actually look for buy from that area where we could bounce again. Let's see, what is this? Oh, that's the little gap there. Okay, I remember now. All right, consolidating again, yeah. As you guys can see. I wonder if we're going to get a decent move actually this PM session. There's all-time highs. Now we just, I mean, there's lots of sell side. I just don't know. So I need to see what's happened when we get down to this equal lows here. But let's see. So if you someone that trades moving averages, the 50 moving average is like dead center. So we're going back and forth, working it. Let's see. This must be way off. Yeah, we're so far away from that. That's just the anchored VWAPs. That's a little bit of a inversion fair value gap there. Nice entry though to these highs. There you would go to break even. They'll take partials or take it off. Okay, so inversing some fair value gaps here. Now I'm saying it's a good trade or anything, but I know there's liquidity here, so maybe that's where we want to go to. Don't know. $298 at little ones there, yes. It's right in the fair value gap. Good magnet for price to decide to take any shorts. It's been faking out all day, yes. I mean, I just look at this trade. This is like a mini setup right there, and then you target 2R down there, which is good. The only reason I'm taking this is a swing high. This formed a swing high, but that swing low got broken with a strong candle and inversing this fair value gap here. Pull back, but I don't trust this price action, this range. No. Obviously, I'm not taking any trades on the FTMO account. I've reached my quota for today, so I'll look at it again maybe Monday. Guys, I'm not trading tomorrow. I'm not going to do a live stream tomorrow. I'm traveling for the weekend. And I don't want to say, yes, we can stream and then the internet's not great. But just keep an eye on the Discord. I mean, if I'm at a place where the internet's good, I will post it on there and then we can all jump on. But then as normal, Fridays, no PM session trading. Almost seems like it's better for you guys if I trade or if I do live streams in the PM session, because I can see I get more people watching in a PM than in the AM. So I don't know if that's the case or is that just random. But I mean, guys, I'll do the AM and PM, so it doesn't matter. Okay, there we go. Nice big candle into that. That's nice. You want to see candles like that run liquidity and not some crazy small candles. Okay, so okay, no, that's cool, man. Yeah, I know the AM in South Africa is a little bit at a bad spot. Till the time changes. I don't know what time you finish working, but when the time changes later in the year, then it is a bit later, an hour later. So South Africa time 3:30, then it's 4:30. Then it works well. All right, so we did pin through those lows, and now we're making a gun for it. So let's see. I listened to this other thing, podcast. I think it's the guy from Robin Hood. I forgot his name now. And obviously, we're not trading like he is. So he trades, say, from 9 in the morning when the market opens, 9:30. He trades or he sees what's going on and do some stuff till 11, 12. Then he's got some lunches and then he comes back for the PM session and, finish at 5 or when the market closes. Then he goes with his family and then he said he goes to bed at around, what was it? Like 10, 11. He gets up at 1, 2 in the morning for 45 minutes to see what the market's up to, and then go back to bed. And not just watching, he makes notes and I don't know what. He just does a lot of stuff. I was like, geez, if I had to get up 3 times a day to check the market, I'll die. And he's been doing that for like 30 years or something. Yes, daylight savings. Yeah, that's it. That's later in the year. Then we start a bit later. Okay, so what's gonna, are we bouncing here back up there, or is this just a pullback to run this low? Okay, so I'm taking that out. I'm just changing the colors now because that's a IFG, or let's call it IFG so people knows. Let's see if it wants to hold price down. I've got no idea, man. He gets up, he goes through his notes, he goes through the market and see what's happened. He's looking at news. Fuck, it's like a whole list of stuff. And I was like, geez, it was like between 2 and 3 in the morning or something. I don't know. But yeah, so he did say, if you want to be good at it, this is what you got to do. And I was like, I don't, I don't know if I believe that, because you don't have to sit in front of the charts, your 18 hours a day to make money. I don't think so. I think so. The other strategy that I normally do is I scalp as well. You can take one scalp and walk away, and you will make money. That's all you got to do is one scalp. If you risk 1% on that scalp and you make 2R, that's 2%. You go walk away, or 1% a day. Or if you keep scalping till you're up 1%, if you do 1% a day, that's 20% a month. That's very good. So you have to trade for a month and then come back 12 months later, then you'll do better than hedge funds. And for you to just double your money, you only have to do 6% a month. So if you risk 2% or 1% a trade, you only have to do three trades, three winning trades to make 6%. So if you really, 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 really want to sit and wait for that absolute, yeah, no, I agree 100%. Even if I don't take a trade and I just watch, even if, I mean, I'm streaming now, that's different. But if I sit on my own and I watch the market, I can tell you now, if I sit and interpret movement and this and that and focus, I mean, after an hour, my brain is fried sometimes. And especially if you've got a trade on and you manage the trade's risk, it can become tiring, especially if the market does this and not just go sideways and take its time and all of that, and you're like, oh, just get it over and done with now. But anyways, And I guess, I mean, if my brain is fried, then I guess that's the part that needs to be fine tuned. It's your emotional connection or behavior, or so you don't get drained. So you can put a trade, stop loss, and walk away. Come back later and see did it play out or not. Something like that. And the other thing is, I mean, why do you trade? Why do you do trading? You do trading to make. I mean, I almost want to say to come and make money and walk away, right? That's what you want to do. You want more free time. You want to be financially independent, and not sit here for like 10 hours a day trying to make 1 or 2%. I mean, that's not worth it. Then I'm going to say go get a job. Okay, so here we can see, I see this consolidation. I don't know if this is manipulation. Didn't take that out, because what did you manipulate? To just tell them we're going long again, and then now it looks like it's shifting the other direction. Oh well, let's see. Do we actually see? It's not even a lot. It's like a 1 hour trade. Let's see if that's what it wants to do. And of course, that's not what it wants to do. It's one of those things again. You inverse, inverse, inverse. Now you inverse back to the upside. Just not ideal. Simply not ideal. I mean, when you start inversing like this, I sometimes just take it off, because what's the point? Because it's no longer a fair value gap, I mean, what is it now? Is it fair value? Is it not fair value? Is it inversing? Is it support? Is it blocking price? What is it doing? Okay, so if this black candle can close below here, then I think we can go lower, but it's not doing that. Dun, dun, dun. Dun. Right, let's see. Can we do it? Can we pull it off? Can we push it? Can we do it? Come on. It's amazing how price just refused to go lower than this. Right, let's see. Can we do it, or are we just spinning around? Right, so my weak point is when I took a loss, I see setups that never even make sense. Want to execute. Yeah, I know exactly how you feel. I used to do it, and that normally goes into revenge trading, and sometimes you over what you call it, over leverage and all of that stuff. And I must tell you guys, so when you, not to preach to you guys, but if I go, just think about it logically. If you go sit in front of the charts for the first time, you got to be fresh. You got to be, if you had a tough day at work and you're tired, don't even pull the trigger. That's as simple as that. I would not even tempting pulling the trigger. And I know we all got to work and all of that, but you must think about it this way. Your brain must think as rational as possible. So you need to be fresh and be so disciplined on that first execution that you can do it quite easily and not worry about it. But if that thing turns around and stop you out, it's almost like you lose energy. But if you're still fired up and all of that, and you're still in a good mind, but if you down, feel depressed, fatigued after that loss, I promise you, as much as you think, okay, I'm a good trader, I can look for a setup, just don't do it, because it's just not working. It's sometimes you get it right, and then you go, you get your dopamine and all of that stuff, and that's why you got to set rules. You got to stick to the rules. You got to, I don't know, put rules. I need to put the rules on my screen on a sticky note, so I know exactly what I'm looking for. And I don't know, take 5 minutes, take deep breaths, relax, think of good stuff. I don't know. But yeah, just get into the mindset, the zone to make the best informed decision. And if it's not working out, I've been there. I promise you, I still do it to this day. Sometimes I'll look at it and I was like, no, I got it wrong. That's the one. It's because your brain is starts searching. Remember, your brain is wired, and that's just how people are. Everybody is to survive. Once, the minute something goes wrong, you got to step in quickly to find the solution or something that works. Same thing with trading. But in trading, you need to think the opposite. You mustn't think, I need to survive, because then you're going to start look for stuff that's not even there. I mean, I can show you. I'm bullish now. Okay, so now Trump explained to us we're bullish. Okay, so that's break of structure. There's, manipulation that looks like consolidation, manipulation, nice push up, come back. Let's see if it's in 50%. Yes, it's 50%. We entered there, put a stop there. Didn't get there. Okay, so maybe we just want to dig deeper. Okay, so let's enter again because we're still in the structure and it's not going somewhere. And you can look at it this way. Okay, so there's the breaker structure. We're shorting here. I mean, what I'm showing you now, it's actually so random. But you're stuck in a consolidation. So you need to find and identify the absolute condition. And you're only going to know this by backtesting a specific thing. Knowing that in a consolidation, you stay out. You don't even try to trade because you are going to make mistakes like this because the market's going to give you conflict signals, buys and sells. And I don't know what to tell you about this trade because I thought we are going to get to these lows. But anyways, yeah, so when you go sit down, you look at the market, gives you a good indication it's a strong trend or whatever the case is, and that's what you're going to do. And and that's why traders don't always trade every day. They trade when opportunity is there. People go sit and look at it, see, okay, so market conditions like all over the place. Okay, well, see you guys tomorrow. And then come tomorrow and have a look again and see what happened overnight. Okay, so, and that's how you should do it. theoretically. And you should not do your analysis on a 1 minute. 1 minute is noise. Because if you go to a 15 minutes, that's the lowest you can go for doing. Yeah, you can clearly see, we're in consolidation. If we want to go higher, what comes after consolidation, guys? This. So you go in consolidation and you go manipulate and then you expand. So on a 1 minute you see trades, but on 15 minutes there is actually no trade. Because already expanding, didn't get your entry here and dip. So this thing can drop all the way to this little fair value gap down here. Or just run that low out or those lows. Just print through it, print new equal lows, and then expand into that highs. Okay, my weak point's my first loss on the day. Okay, well, then what do? You go all in on the next trade till you get green. So the funny thing is, I mean, I'm doing this FTMO account now with the strategy. So I had now 2 days where I got, end up in a loss. And I thought it would be fine, but I'm thinking, oh gosh, what am I doing? So it's actually bugging me, and I'm like, geez, must I take another trade just to get out of it? And the rule is, no, you've hit your quota, you can't. So that is something that I realized now. Normally, I wouldn't. I mean, I'll take a trade, loss, I'll move on. And now that I'm doing it in front of you guys, now I'm like, gosh. But then again, it's only, I think it's only just under 2%. So in the real world, 2% is not, it's not the end of the world. I just need my next trade to play out and then I'm back in. Psychological games, guys. Psychological games. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's see. As long as you guys make money, so obviously I'm not offering financial advice. So if you guys make money, then kudos to you guys because obviously I'm not forcing you guys to take any trades. But if you pull the trigger, you find some confidence there and hopefully you learn something from it as well. So great. So if you make money, I'm all good for you guys and rooting for you. And yeah, well done. It's funny, you guys make money. I'm the only one who's losing. So I think what we should do, don't want to get another account. But I think, I don't know, we can still do the same analysis, all of this, but then I can do some scalping in between. Just to show you guys how I scalp. I'll I'll show you guys what I use for it. Not now though, but I mean this is one of the indicators that I use for it. Now the end at fair value gap's bottom end doesn't have to go to this fair value gap here. I mean, we ran these two lows, inverse that. Someone will say, "Ah, oh, that's a nice inverse trade." Yeah, maybe. I mean, liquidity, consolidation, manipulation, break of structure, pull back. And then you got all this liquidity here to take it up long. And there you got it now. I just don't know because we're in consolidation. Are we going to bounce here or are we going to trade lower? What do you guys think? See, if I do my analysis here, this looks like a nice trend line here. Take a buy here, goes and draw down. Might go and get stopped here. And in actual fact, what we are looking for is consolidation, manipulation, and then back in to go higher. And it doesn't have to go down to this low or that low. So for the manipulation, it could just take these lows out and bounce to go back. Okay, so I'll spend time this weekend to fix the layout of my my screen, so we don't have to scroll around on the screen. And I just need to see, I've downloaded the app, so I want to see if the different tabs, if I open it and share the different tabs, what does it look like? Does it update, or do you have to be active in that screen to update? Because what I've noticed, if I stay on the OBS system and chatting to you guys, because that's where I can see the comments and all of that, sometimes the chart looks like it's delaying, but when I switch to the chart, then it updates like immediately all the candles. So, all right, we still haven't taken that, but if you thought this was a buy, you would have been stopped out here. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Do you guys only trade Nasdaq? Who's trading more than just Nasdaq? I know there was a guy yesterday that traded the DAX, the gold, Nasdaq. Seems like he's all over. Got a good portfolio that he's trading. Right, so oil is just going sideways. Nice big black white down candle for oil earlier, but nothing further from that. Let's see. Anticipation on the H1. Let's see. So I guess with this big push up, we are consolidating here. So I think all-time highs is definitely on the cards. I mean, I'm not saying we're not going to get there. And I think we might see manipulation. You know, this is all consolidation. We could manipulate out and, you know, go up there. That's what I think. I mean, even if you look at a 15-minute from that angle, you know, consolidation, manipulation, and then run up there. And then I'm saying up there, we could then go, I don't know, another 200 points. And then this is where we are. Wish I could told you guys something else. If there's something else you guys want me to look at, let me know, and then we can jump around and look at that. But for now, I mean, it's just waiting for, I don't know, maybe that, what is it, 40 minutes from now. The next macro is about in 40 minutes, y'all. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Let me show you some scalping moves quickly while we sit and wait. I'm gonna bring in some. Just gonna bring in these moving averages here. Just want to show you while we wait. We can just as well look at this. All right, so we all know the blue and the red's right up there. The gray separates and come down to the this 11% line, and it crosses there with the moving averages. That white candle that closed above, that's where you, where is it? That's where you enter. Stop can be below those lows, and then you can target those highs or target a 2-to-1. That's a 2-to-1 scalp right there. That's all, guys. I'm just showing you guys that you could come to the charts, not do anything, and let the direction be very clear, and then just look for it. So that's a 2-to-1 right there. It's gone a little bit more than that. Well, let's start from here. Okay, so we won't trade here because that's before market open. Market opens. It did this and nothing happened here. 2 lines is not above, so we're not taking this trade. You've got to be clear with this. And then this is moving up. It's up there, so you wouldn't take. So now we've got this big push up. All right, so now we've got a big push up. This could have been a trade because the blue is not at midpoint yet, but both lines is crossing there. So you enter there, you can put your stop there, you mark out 2-to-1 or 2R, that's 2R. All right, so there's 1-2R trade. And that's not a trade, that's not a trade, that's not a trade. Double like this, not a trade. I mean, I don't like these doubles. That's not a trade, that's not a trade. That's not a trade because we literally, I mean, it's hard to say because we touched it. That's dangerous. This is 50-50, but say you did take it. You crossed the red line there, put your stop there. You want to do 2R. 2R is there. There's your 2R trade right there. And then you move on. Now we're going sideways. And that's not a trade because we crossed it there, but we crossed below the 50% there. Not a trade, not a trade. So that's what that was, a trade. And yeah, this wasn't a trade. So there's two 2R trades that you could have taken. I mean, it's only 2 trades, but yeah, I'm just showing you guys. You just look for that. I mean, you can obviously sit and watch the chart all day long to see it and look through gold, S&P, blah, 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 all of that. But, and this is telling me, I mean, we're all over the place here. All right, so let's see. Okay, so NQ minute 1 is looking like, yep, that's exactly. I mean, that's exactly. I mean, let's see what happened here. Spot on. I mean, this is making trading tiring, because you look at this and you're like, oh gosh, what in the world? All right, so maybe we get there now. We'll see what happens when we hit this. Da, 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 da. Come on. Trading is so boring today. It could be because I don't know, we had to move earlier and now it's just consolidating. There's no red folder news tomorrow unless Trump is waiting for the weekend. So be careful, guys. So obviously that spike came in and, hey, guys, we're making a deal, but Trump still needs to approve it. And it could be a trick to trap everybody over the weekend, and then Trump to either approve or decline it on Saturday or Sunday night. And then Monday, big gaps up or down. And then people lose money. All right, so we're going through that lows, or we're going to make it perfectly equal. Gosh. Just want to look at something quickly while that thing is developing. Sorry, guys. I'm just looking at something quickly here. So that was a trade. Okay, so here's a trade here and here. So that's a 2R. There's a 2R. And then this one here was a 2R. There's a 2R here. So there's 3 2R trades today. If you risk 1% on each, it would have given you your 6%. Then you would have been done for the month. And you can still double your money if you do that. I should have used that strategy for this FDMO account. Which lows are you talking about? These lows here. The lows at 277. Lows at 277. If this are the lows that you are talking about, I mean, this is very slow price action if it wants to run liquidity. I mean, it's like little pin, little pin. I would have want to see aggressive in and out. Then you can consolidate there if you really want to accumulate. But let's see. Let's see if we can get a 2R trade going here. I know some people who waits for this and just buys. I could never just buy at this level. I have done it, buy, and then this goes even further down. Because where do you put your stop? Over here or where? I mean, this is interesting. Look at this, guys. This is like jackpot liquidity, especially if we're bullish. Now, this is like I don't know what you call this, guys. I don't know the technicality for this. This is like a triangle, but normally what happens, it's going sideways, but lower highs, and the lows, it's jagged up and down, taking out, taking out, not taking out. Then you see manipulation, and then you see a shift. So if we form a swing point here and we manipulate again and shift, that would be a great trade to take it into these liquidity up here. Should I'll create on the Discord a new tab for scalping. So what I'll do, I'll post the daily scalp entries. I'll give you guys a quick breakdown as to which one we're looking for, and then I don't know, we can keep a tally. We can I'll have a little dashboard. I'll create a little dashboard. The days and how many entries between 9:30 and 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. and how many were there, and I'll do screenshots of it. And what was the return on those investments? Just to show you guys. And then we can track it, and then oh gosh, sorry guys. Give me a second. Sorry, I've got a stupid parrot here in the background. Starts to make a noise. All right, so 230 lows. Oh, wait. 230. Wait. 280. Sorry. 280 lows on the left. Okay. Okay, gotcha. All right, so let's see. Okay, so like we said, we ran it, we formed a swing point, but we didn't go run it again. But here it looks like we're gonna now break structure, and we'll see if we then want to push higher. Yeah. I mean that's a good move there. So let's see if I'm gonna actually try it, but let's see if we can get movement back in here. There's a fair value gap up here. Come on. Still a risky trade, but I've got all of this here. So I want to see if we're going to get, I don't know, some momentum in here. Back to this black candles. Just going to say buy there. So I can move it around. See if we can get picked up here. I mean, the stop can be there. It's fine. I'm just targeting this fair value gap here. See if we actually get picked up here. Dum, dum, dum. Come on, pick me up, pick me up, pick me up. And should pick us up because my entry is above 50. But just missed it. But it tapped into the fair value gap. So I'm gonna see if we can get picked up there. I'm just thinking it's just tapping in there to go higher. So let's see. My word, is it not gonna give me anything? Really? Let's see if we can get in there. Normally I won't enter like this, guys. I would obviously try to get in down there. But it looks like it wants to do its thing. Alright, so we can actually, let's bring it to 600 bucks. This would have been a nice entry there. Okay, so I actually don't know if this is going to take us to the moon. So I'm going to put it there. And then what I'm going to do in the next 20 minutes, we're going to manage it. We are just going to manage it. So the other reason why I took the entry up here was for this. Inverse that. That's what I was aiming to get an entry on, like a retest there. Let's just call it the IFVG. Right, so now let's see if we're gonna pump it or dump it. What's it gonna be? Okay, getting momentum. I want to see where this candle closes. If it closes above there, I can start bringing in my stop. Equal highs. Let's hope so. I've seen a lot of things lately. We'll do the weirdest stuff. Guys, I'm going to bring this stop in just now. I just need the price to actually start moving up. Because when we're stuck here, it could come back down here. I need bodies to close higher, not pins. Don't like these pins. We could have probably taken this fair value gap when it's inverse right here. Could have. Remember, we wanted to enter down here at this fair value gap, so that would have been the entry. Right, so let's see. Now we get it going. Now we're moving. Don't pin around. Don't pin around. Actually want to see if we can go straight up. See, this king can come all the way back now. Nope, 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 it's not. Just keep going. Keep going. Yeah, boy. Go, go, go. Let's just go. Come on, you guys did it earlier. Let's do it again. Go on. Push up, push up. Do, 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 do. 15 minutes, then we get that ridiculous volatility coming in. If we can close strongly, big white candle, I'll move my stop to break even. $350 valid TP. I mean, 342 is a good one. I mean, 350, yeah, even 380 could be on the cards. But I might, go for this 342 area. And the only reason I'm doing that is these trendline liquidities. I've seen it many times where we ran up to just before the high, the swing just before that. So these are equal highs right here. There's equal highs right there. So that's probably a good target. But if you feel like holding, you can hold it further. Nothing stopping you. Yeah. I want to move my stop to break even here, guys, but I mean, I'll move it here to just below that. Let's make it $200, which is fine, I guess. And let's see what we're going to do up here. I mean, I want to keep it and see if we can get through the daily high. But let's see. Right. I mean, at this point, I could just as well put it break even and see. Yeah, so this consolidation that happened now, this bigger one here, I mean, we wanted to see that manipulation down. It played out how we said it. So manipulation, swing point, manipulate, break structure. We wanted to enter down here. It didn't get picked up and then it started running. Then I wanted to enter here and they just keep going. So, with this inverse fair value gap, so luckily we got to retest there. So this could be a test level. Again, look at this. About 70% of this range. I've seen it so many times on this trend line liquidities where 70% of the highs gets taken and then either go back down or consolidate. But there's times that we shoot right through it. So it's just something I've learned. We have held the trade to the high and then get stopped out at break even. And it's like, what the hell? And only because I picked that up. I mean, there's equal highs here. So I would think we're going to go there. But I mean, let's see. And also why I use this, that's a breaker structure there. That's the swing. And this is definitely in the zone. There's 50% there, and that's just below 50. So in actual fact, I can put my stop, let's leave it there. 80 bucks. Da, 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 da. 7 minutes, 8 minutes. All right, so there's a little fair value gap here. So if we inverse that, that could be someone who's late to the party to take it higher. Let's see. Yeah, that makes me think we're gonna drop a little bit lower here. I mean, we could drop all the way down to this fair value gap. As silly as that sounds, All right, we've got 5 minutes before the volatility kicks in. Maybe I get stopped before that. Break even, 80 bucks. Oh, been through it. That's got to take me out, yeah. Okay. So, let's do this. I want to show you guys. Remember the gray lines below there. If that closes above that area now, that's going to be a buy. But let's wait and see. Dun, 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 dun. That's just a scalp, guys. And that goes for 800. That's the scalp system I showed you guys earlier. That's 2R. And that's just above those equal highs. So let's see if this one plays out. If this one plays out, that's the fourth one. The other threes all played out. I mean, this is not the best time of taking it because we've got 4 minutes before volatility kicks in, or 3 minutes. And that could be, you know, a bit of a problem. All right, so this is done. So you in the trade. Now you just obviously look and manage the trade. Yeah, it's all over the place. So the other thing is, before we see volatility, so I would never trade this setup blindly as is, but I wanted to show you guys, if you got context, so there's liquidity and all of that, you would have looked to take a long. I mean, I know I got stopped down here, but this gives you that confirmation to say, all right, I can take my trade when that candle closes there, and that gives me a 2R up to there. There's equal highs there, so it's a very good chance we'll get there, and this is where I put my stop, and that's it. Nothing more complicated than that. Okay, so we're going in 20 seconds. You obviously don't want to step into volatility like this with a trade like this, because this could spike lower and then go up or do whatever it wants to do. But let's see. Okay, 3 seconds, guys. Here we go. We either in or we out. See, that's why you wouldn't take it this time. Big spike down. Didn't even get closed. Okay, now it took me out. Right, so one out of the four didn't play out. So it's 1% loss and 6% gains. So that's 5% still up for the day. Not bad. And that's again, guys, 70% of this trend line got taken, and then we all the way down. It's amazing. All right, guys, I'm going to bed now. Thanks for everybody that joined in, that jumped in, that stick with me watching our paint dries here on the charts. Hopefully, you guys learned something. No, it's not a good time to stick around, so I'm gonna go refresh my mind. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining. No, guys, no live stream tomorrow, but just keep an eye on the Discord. If I do, I'll post it there and we can jump on. But if I don't, have a great weekend, guys. I'll see you guys on Monday, and be safe and don't overtrade. Thanks, guys. Cheers, man. Bye.